And we're back with 843 TV, and I have JOToole, who's the Executive Director of the BCEDC here. And, you know, one thing I enjoyed talking to you so much about the show because there's something going on always. As you know, we just had great interviews with Kate and Rob. And so now we want to talk a little bit further about the EDC and the programs that are going on.
Sure. Well, we got a lot going on. Things coming out of the summer are really starting to pick up. Following the recording of this, I'll be meeting with Hilton Head's Town Council on a $23 million project up near the airport that's moving forward. What I'm really excited about are the partners that were on tonight's program or this afternoon's program, depending on when it airs. But we have great partners, and we always emphasize that. I know anytime I've explained our mission, which is to diversify the county's economy, create good jobs for residents by doing no harm to the environment. So it was really nice to be joined by our environmental partners on this program. In 24 and following the taping of this, I'll be with the Beaufort County Council to go over our product plans. This is as we're having more success in the Beaufort Commerce Park, looking at new palettes that can be painted with business and industry, again, that is in fitting with what we want to see in Beaufort. We're looking at different tracks, one 315-acre track, one 519-acre track, and one that's not falling off our radar screen is the environmental cleanup of the Libico chemical site. So we've got a lot of product developments, and we continue to work projects. These are companies, investors that want to be here. And I know I'm giving a long answer to one question, but you know, Rob Wells, who was on the program as well, and Bill Miles and the Hilton Head Bluffton Chamber of Commerce, what they do on the direct marketing side is an absolute wonderful fit with what we're trying to feature in Beaufort County.
I agree with you very much. And again, it's part and parcel of the way they showcase our community. The nice thing is we live in a beautiful community, so there's not a lot of patching up you have to do for our sharing with the tourism. But I think recognizing in the outreach to people that this community is beautiful, it's vibrant, it's coming state of the art. You're bringing in, careers and companies that are going to be competitive with the outside world for that, because everybody thinks, small, sleepy town, but you're working hard at making this place sustainable, viable, jobs that are able to have income,
right,
to sustain, have a family. They come and move here, they live a life. And with all the factions that are moving all the time, I mean, every time you talk, you're like, okay, this part, it's like a wheel, right? It's a chessboard. Every day you wake up and see what we move around, correct?
Yeah, I like your wheel analogy, because environment is the wheel, the spoke on the wheel we show at 12 o'clock. We've got to honor that spoke. Then there's education, economic development, transportation, workforce, skill development, workforce housing. All these spokes are important to having a balanced, well-run community. As we probably close out this segment, a thought I had driving over to today's interview was the Iroquois say that the decisions we make should benefit and be seen favorably by 7 generations from today. And so when we work closely with all these partners, we make better decisions, and we're on the mark, less acrimony and more success.
I love that vision, and that's exactly right. And that's why, Kate telling us about the protection of the land. And I had no idea about the military, contribution to our whole community as well. I mean, I thought today was really interesting. Thank you for bringing everybody together. As always, 843 TV, we try to bring in the pulse, the education, all the things that are in our community. So John, as we wrap up, we have a lot of international companies looking at us still, correct? Can you share anything with us?
Oh gosh, you tease this out of me. We're working based on some of the projects we've come forward. The Department of Agriculture, South Carolina Department of Agriculture, and in partnership with the Beaufort County Economic Development Corp, is going to make a trip to Scandinavia and the Benelux region to meet with some high-tech ag companies and fisheries.
All right.
So,
well, do you like herring?
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as always, John, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. And I want to thank you for joining us. This is 843 TV, where communities come to speak.